Hi there. I'm David. Happy that you're here to learn more about SIDRefresh. In this video, I'll be showing you how to clean configurations using the tool. Before starting the actual process, it is important to ensure that all the general prerequisites are met to run SIDRefresh without any problems. You can watch this video where I discussed it in detail. Or simply go to our documentation website and navigate to the SIDRefresh section on the user's guide page. Once everything is verified to be working properly, we are now ready to launch SIDRefresh. You have the option to use either the GUI or a console terminal to run the whole procedure using SIDRefresh. But for the sake of this video, we will be using the SIDRefresh GUI to perform the clean process. You can launch SIDRefresh in GUI mode by running the following command in a terminal. The next step is to verify or specify the path where R3 is saved. Upon the initial launch, SIDRefresh will check the environment variables and automatically search for R3 in the default directory. Here is where it is installed by default. If R3 is not in the default directory, you should specify the path where it is saved. The next step would be to define the directory for the cleanup process. Upon the initial launch, this will be populated with the default directory. But for the cleanup process, we recommend you to use a different one. You do this by clicking this button, and a pop-up window will appear. Now let's create a folder. Name it Clean. And then click Open. Next, select the number of R3 processes to use. Here, you can select the number of R3 processes that you want to run simultaneously. By default, the slider is positioned at 1. For this specific example, let's select 6. Then, select the operation that you want to perform. For this specific example, let's select Clean Tables. Here is the list of technical data and configurations that may be cleaned up using SIDRefresh. We will add more to this list as we develop the tool. So, for the next step, select the components that you want to clean up. You have the option to select all, or do a manual selection. Once you have selected all the components that you need, click the Save button here, navigate to the same directory you created earlier, define a file name for the configuration file, and then click Save. You do this just so you can repeat the same cleanup process again for the next system refresh. And for the last step, start the cleanup process. Click the Start button to execute the cleanup process. Then, a message box will appear to ask you if you want to perform backup for the tables or components you selected. This is optional. For now, let's click No to proceed immediately. Once the execution completes, a pop-up window will appear and tell you that the cleanup is completed, and the logs have been saved in the directory you have defined. Here is the panel where you can see the components with their respective process runtime. If you encounter an error, you can use these logs to perform troubleshooting if necessary. You can also validate a successful cleanup using the console terminal. All you need to do is navigate to the cleanup directory. Check the log file created. Validate the completion log, as shown here. And you're done. That concludes the cleanup process, using the SIDRefresh GUI. Do you have other questions not discussed in this video? Contact us or visit our website at www.itconductor.com. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell button, and give us a like. Thank you for watching.